영상의 구성은 다음과 같습니다. 그럼 한번 시작해 볼까요?
So then the overlap between those two circles would be where I would try to aim for and think of that as your sweet spot. So then the overlap between those two circles would be where I would try to aim for and think of that as your sweet spot. So then the overlap between those two circles would be where I would try to aim for and think of that as your sweet spot. So then the overlap between those two circles would be where I would try to aim for and think of that as your sweet spot. This is kind of a long sentence from the job interview video, and we're going to actually look at two different expressions in this. So let me read it for you to get us started. So then the overlap between those two circles would be where I would try to aim for and think of that as your sweet spot. And in this sentence, when she talks about the overlap between the circles, that's, if you remember, that's from the Venn diagram where two circles have this overlapping area.
Gotcha.
Okay, so how about the expression aim for? Let's look at that first. Is that something you're familiar with? Have you heard it, used it?
Yeah, I have heard of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And here's an actual definition of aim for, is that it means to have something as your goal, something that you have planned for, or something that you hope to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
So could you read for me, now that you kind of know what aim for means, would you read me that long sentence we're looking at?
Yeah, sure. So then the overlap between those two circles would be where I would try to aim for and think of that as your sweet spot.
Yeah, good. That was really well done. Here's another sentence that has the same expression, aim for. She will aim for a good grade in her first college class. I don't know if you ever felt like that, but I know that I wanted good grades in general, and especially I was going to aim for that when I got
Exactly.
started. Yeah, you too, maybe?
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
always.
Okay, so how about now the new sentence? Will you read that new sentence for me?
Yeah. She will aim for a good grade in her first college class.
Okay, and P.S. all classes afterward, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So here's some synonyms or some words that mean the same as that expression aim for. Things like maybe pursue, achieve, seek, or attempt. So like she will aim for a good grade. She will pursue a good grade. She will seek a good grade.
Mm.
Any questions for you about the expression aim for? What are some things a person might have as a goal besides grades and a class of some kind?
So one quick question.
Oh, yeah, sure.
But I usually hear people saying aim at instead of for. So I'm kind of wondering the difference like between aim at and aim for.
Okay, that's a really great question because it sounds like they would mean the same
Mhm.
since they both have the word aim and it's just aim for something or aim at something. And I think that for me, aim for is usually followed by like a noun. Like here, she's going to aim for a sweet spot, or you would aim for success. So that you wouldn't really say, I aim to success, right? So aim for more uses something you are figuratively wanting as a goal, whereas aim at is something like you're aiming at a target,
Oh,
right?
okay.
I want to aim at the center of the target, or I aim to achieve success instead of I aim for success. So it's kind of like whether it's followed by a noun or whether it's maybe followed by like a phrase or a verb of some kind. Does that help?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So let's talk about that for a minute though. What's something you would aim to have or do?
I'm I'm aiming to have a successful life.
Okay, Yep.
Even
So you're
though,
going to aim at a successful life. Now, how about
aim
aim for? Can you think of a sentence where you might use the expression aim for?
wait, so aim for so was I supposed to use aim at instead of aim for that sentence that I just
Yeah, I think
gave
so.
you?
That was my mistake. So, because we're really talking about aim for, but then I introduced aim at since you asked about it. So let's go back and do that one again. Okay.
Alrighty.
So aim for a good grade, some synonyms being pursue, achieve, seek, attempt. So use aim for in a sentence of your own. What's something that a person might have as a goal, if that helps you come up with your sentence?
Especially these days, I've been thinking about, the meaning of life. I don't know. It sounds really like philosophical or anything like that, but
Sounds very heavy duty.
but I'm really gotten like interested in like looking for happiness in my life. So
Perfect.
I always like try to aim for the happiness in my life. Does it make sense?
That not only does that make sense, that's a great use of it. And I would say probably something a lot of people would aim for, right?
Right.
Who doesn't want to be happy?
Exactly.
Yeah. Good. Okay.